Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Joyce and today we'll be going over the games I played in January. This video format is not my original idea. I saw Rasputin do it and I decided it would be fun to do something similar. Let me tell you how I'm gonna go about it. In January, I mainly played 10 games and I will be reviewing those. I will either recommend it or not recommend it, but I will not give them a rating. Also, the order in which I talk about them is mostly based on when I played the game, so the first game I will be talking about will be the one I played first, and so on. Now, without further ado, let's get into the reviews. Celeste is a beautiful, tough platformer with a touching, emotional storyline. When I say tough platformer, I mean tough. Ruthless at times. The game does give you encouraging messages though, and the variety of mechanics made sure the game didn't get repetitive. At first I didn't really know what was going on and why Madeline was climbing the mountain, but it became clear as the story progressed. Watching Madeline struggle with her mental health hit home for me, and it made me all the more determined to reach the top of the mountain together with Madeline. The devs definitely did a good job showcasing mental health issues. Highly recommend if you like a platforming challenge. Great game to either play with friends or leave open as a screensaver. The anticipation every time you receive a new duck is great. It's such a cute game. It's really fun, and it's not just a screensaver, as for certain achievements you do have to interact with the game. Now, why is it a good game to play with friends? You can just leave the duckies open on your screen, while you can catch up with your friends and come up with silly names for the duckies. That's honestly the best part of the game. Definitely recommend. Duck you. Plants vs. Zombies is one of my favorite games of all time. When I saw it on Steam, I just had to get it for the nostalgia. As a kid, I always used to play this game on my Nintendo DS, and this is by far the tower defense game I have played the most. I love the huge amount of content this game has. Think of the Zen Garden, or the mini-games, survival mode, and puzzles, next to the main story mode. And even the story mode has a lot of replay value, especially since you have to replay it once to get an achievement. In the endgame content, things can get a little bit grindy if you want to 100% the game, but there's a nice glitch you can abuse in the minigames to quickly get that money. Pfidu has made a great video explaining this glitch, and I will put their video in the description. Overall, a great game. I love the art style, truly a staple to the tower defense genre. Highly recommend. Florence is a beautiful visual novel about a change, pursuing dreams, heartbreak, and healing. It portrays very well how difficult it can be to give up on dreams, as well as relationship conflict that can arise because of that. It shows how important it is to look at an issue from the perspective of one's partner, to respect one's decisions, and to communicate. The game itself consists of chapters that can easily be accessed through the menu, so you can always replay a section if you want to. I don't want to go into this game too deeply, as it isn't that long, and really it's just something you should experience for yourself. I would recommend this to people who like visual interactive novels and stories about pursuing dreams and love. Alright, so I might say something very controversial here. Portal is meh. The portal gun is a very interesting mechanic and I really enjoyed using it, but I do have some gripes with this game. Near the end, once the environment changes, I had some difficulty finding ways to move through the rooms, which frustrated me quite a bit. The long loading times were terrible, especially when I died. I was stuck at the "you died" screen for multiple minutes on multiple occasions. The reason I am still somewhat reluctantly recommending this game despite my complaints is because it serves as a tutorial of sorts for Portal 2, along with the lore. I love the story and the characters, and playing through Portal definitely made sure I had emotional attachments to the reoccurring characters in Portal 2. Portal 2 is such a good sequel to Portal. The lore ties together both names so nicely. The character writing in this game is impeccable. Wheatley is a great addition to the existing characters, and GLaDOS gets an actual character this time. I like that there's also exploration to be done here rather than just the constant sterile test chambers of the first game. You also get to see what the old part of the facility looks like, which was really cool. In that section of the game, however, it's sometimes very difficult to find portable surfaces, which is my only gripe with this game. The ending concludes the story very nicely, and I would absolutely recommend this game to anyone who remotely likes puzzle games. After playing the co-op campaign, I can say I recommend the game even more. The co-op campaign provides very interesting complex puzzles and 4 portals to work with, since each of you has a portal gun. The lore that it adds is quite interesting, although I do recommend playing through the main story first. Oh, and absolutely do the bonus levels. The ending in that sequence made me burst out laughing. Honestly, I'm considering to make a whole separate video about the Portal games, so you might see that pop up on my channel at some point.
It goes down for miles!
Webbed is a cute 2D platformer that made me love spiders. The webbing mechanic took me a while to master though. After figuring out how it works, I had a blast moving around in all the different areas. The movement is so smooth. I love the prospect of having a sticker book for the collectibles as well. I also really like that the collectibles weren't that hard to find, since if you missed something in a room, it would show on the map. There's one thing I did struggle with: the clarity of some objectives. For example, in the anthill, where you must help connect the ant mech legs, it took me quite long to figure out I had to connect 2 different leg parts first before I could connect a fully built leg to the mech, simply because I went to a room that did not have the instructions first. The same goes for learning how to glide with a leaf. I would have liked to see the instructions in every room with a new mechanic, but maybe I'm just stupid. Overall, a great game. I really enjoyed my time with it, and I would definitely recommend. This game is part of a hidden object series, and I really like this one. My opinion on this game is the same as for 100 Asian Cats. Beautiful art, very fun to play, very relaxing, also very funny to see the name of every cat once the achievement pops. In the Asian and capitalist cat games, the names of the cat are the same theme as the game, which I really like. And I also like that there's a hint button in this game, unlike in their first game, 100 Christmas Cats, which I also still liked. The game itself is free, but you can buy the bonus level DLC for under €1, which I did for all 3 games. Overall, just keep it up. I'm looking forward to playing more of these once they come out, and I recommend these games to people who just want to sit down and relax and find some cute cats. This game balances the town builder and roguelike aspects very well. Once you've done everything to take care of your cult, you can go out on a crusade and get a change of pace with the roguelike fights. The art style is incredibly adorable, the storyline is great, and the endgame content is also very compelling. Lovable characters, side quests varying in difficulty, and with the new update a whole new mechanic was added to the game. I would highly recommend this game to anybody remotely interested in starting their own in-game cult, or anybody interested in trying out both town builder and roguelike aspects in one game. You'll fall in love with this game guaranteed. If you want to hear me tell you more about how this game works, you should check out the video I made, which I'll link down below as well. The way Gris tells its story is magnificent. Absolutely gorgeous audio-visual presentation. The use of color combined with the beautifully composed tracks made the story all the more touching and relatable. This is a great way to represent the 5 stages of grief, and in combination with its not too difficult yet still entertaining puzzle platformer aspect, made this game just spot on for me. I would highly recommend this game to anybody who wants to play a game with such an amazing, touching story. On a more light-hearted note, the forest friend you meet in Chapter 3 made me so happy. Such a cute little guy. I was so sad when I had to say goodbye to it at the end of the chapter. If you want a more in-depth analysis on how Gris uses the 5 stages of grief to tell its story, definitely go check out the video I made on it. It will be linked down below as well. Alright, that's all 10 games I played in January. Overall, a great month for gaming for me. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want to support me, like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Stay safe and have a wonderful rest of your day.